everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Jade. It is great to have you here. I am at, oh, can you see that? Barnes & Noble. We are here to pick up the new Apprentice to the Villain book. It releases today. It is 8:45. The Barnes don't open until 9, so we will be waiting for a second. I do have my book with me though. Isn't It Romantic by Alyssa K. Adams. So I'll be reading both of them at the same time. Figured I would bring you along with me to get the book, and then we will do a little reading vlog with it. I'm gonna go ahead and say don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and to follow me on my other socials at Jade's Books 5 on TikTok and Instagram. I do a lot of short form videos over on my TikTok and my book reviews and bookish posts over on my Instagram. We have a fun time over there if you want to go check that out. So I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna read. I feel a bit awkward, but I'm not gonna be by myself. Isn't It Romantic is the 4th book by the Romance Book Club series. It's really fun. It's about the Russian. His name is Vlad, and his wife, who's not really his wife, it was like a marriage convenience that they had because she wanted to get out of Russia and he was leaving Russia for the US to go play professional hockey over here. And so I'm really excited to see them actually like get together and have and just like have feelings for each other. That's always the best part of a slow burn, whenever they're like, okay, wait a second, I actually do love you, and I guess I will go ahead and fall in love with you. So I bought the book now, so we're gonna go ahead and head home. Wait, I feel so weird. I'm so excited to read this book. So I, unfortunately, however, am going to be going, I guess let's turn on the radio. I'm going to be going swimming, and so we won't be able to read the book until a little later today. And even then I still have like this final essay that I have to do. So, oh, it is time to go. I am about to start reading, what is this, Accomplice to the Villain. I don't know how long I'm gonna be outside because it is hot, but let's go ahead and get started. I'm a bit embarrassed to record in public, but I'm about 100 pages in. I'm on chapter 24. I love that we're getting Kingsley's point of view. I think that that is such a fun addition. I don't remember if we got Kingsley's point of view in the last one. I think we only got 2 people's point of view. An assistant to the villain, which was the villain and Evie, but I'm really loving it so far. Okay. I'm really loving it so far, and I'm having such a fun time, and I cannot wait until I finish the book. Okay, everyone, I just finished like a couple of hours ago Accomplice to the Villain. I have not recorded myself reading Accomplice to the Villain or Isn't It Romantic, which I finished that one also, just because I've been super lazy. Please forgive me on that front. I am really excited to start my next book, which is Love and Other Conspiracies by Mallory Marlowe. I decided to revamp this video. I'm gonna just try to read as much of my August TBR within this week, and it is Tuesday right now. I start classes on Monday, so hopefully by Monday I will read at least finish this one and then start and finish one more. So this video has been revamped into me just reading my August TBR because it didn't really turn out like how I thought it was going to turn out. I ended up not reading a lot, or I read just very sporadically over the past 5 days. I think it's been about 5 or 6 days since, it's been about a week. It's been about a week since I bought Accomplice to the Villain. And so it's been just me reading very sporadically because I was taking a summer class and I had my essay due. And so I was reading bits and pieces while doing my essay, reading bits and pieces, doing my essay, and so I just didn't feel like filming all of that. But I'm back in the zone now and I'm super excited. I am on page 8 of this one, so we're gonna get going. I'm probably gonna make myself some overnight oats so that I can have some for breakfast tomorrow. But yeah, I just wanted to update y'all and tell y'all that plans have been changed. But I'll see y'all in a second. I'm in my garage on the treadmill. It's raining outside, so we're walking here, but I'm gonna continue with this one. I'm on chapter 7. I thought it'd be fun if I do my night routine while I talk about the book so far. If you don't know how much... Okay, why didn't y'all tell me y'all were following? If you don't know how much of a grandma I am, it is 7:12 p.m. and I'm getting ready to go to sleep. At least to like lay in bed. Try to go to sleep pretty early. I try to be like phone off, me trying to go to sleep actually in the dark at like 9:30 because I wake up a bit early now because my fall semester is going to start on Monday. But I've already washed my hands. I start with the Bioma, I think that's how you say it, cleanser. This is the one I use. I'm a little, I think like 130 pages into Love and Other Conspiracies. I can't really see myself because I just took off my glasses, or I took off my contacts and I'm not wearing my glasses. But so after I cleanse my face, I do the Good Light Moon Glow Milky Toning Lotion. I think the book is actually really fun. For those of you who don't know what Love and Other Conspiracies is about, it's basically about this girl. She does not believe like in the supernatural. She does not believe in ghosts and Bigfoot, nothing along those lines. But her boss calls her into her office one time and she's afraid that she is about to get laid off. But her boss is like, I really value you as a worker. I want to keep you. Here is what we're gonna do. You're gonna pitch us an idea for a show that you're gonna be the producer of, and like if we like it, we'll keep you because then we'll have a spot for you. But if we don't like it, then we're gonna have to let you go. And so she's like, no, please, like I'll do it. So she is kind of like freaking out. She's a little worried about it. So she's like scrolling on TV one night and she comes across this guy, and he is like a conspiracy theorist podcaster, and she really likes his stuff and his energy and what he brings to the table. He does like podcasts about like episodes on Bigfoot, the JFK assassination, the moon landing. And so she's like, he would be a perfect addition for like if we basically adapt his podcast into like a little web series. Next, I do the Good Molecules Mandelic Acid Serum. This little guy right here, I can't tell if it's focused. And so she approaches him and he's like, okay, like, yeah, I guess that would be a good idea. And so they make a pilot episode, they present it to her boss, and her boss loves it. And so that's kind of how their story gets started. Then just being roped together to do this web series. Obviously, she starts liking the guy. It's a contemporary romance. She also has to deal with like some inner issues. They both have inner issues that they're both dealing with. She feels like she's not good enough. She had this like emotionally abusive ex that made her feel very insecure and just felt like she was never good enough, that she was always a burden, she never stood out, like no one wanted her around. And he is just a very lonely guy. He's just a very lonely guy, and there's some more background on his part that goes into that. But this is what the book is about, and I am actually really liking it so far. I think it's so fun. It's like so unserious because again, it's with a bunch of different like little cryptids like Loch Ness Monster, Mothman, you know, things like that. And so I think it's just so unserious and so fun. I'm having literally the time of my life while reading this book. So I wait about 30 seconds and then I put on this Centella Aqua Soothing Ampoule. I think that's how you say it. Again, I cannot tell if this is focusing. I would definitely recommend it if you like supernatural conspiracy theories, stuff like that, because we get like their little snippets of their episodes. It's not a lot, probably like a page, but they do talk about it and it's just really fun. It is really interesting. It does make you think, even if they're just like so out of left field. It really does make you think. And I think people who like conspiracy theories and like the supernatural and stuff like that, even if it is very like unserious, I think you would very much enjoy this this book. So next I do a Skin Fix Barrier Plus. I don't think I really like this on my skin, but it was super expensive. It was so expensive. It just makes my skin a little red. Oh my goodness, this thing, okay. This wasn't really focused. I hope people don't mind, but it makes my face a little irritated, I feel like, because my face turns red. But I think it looks pretty good right now, so I do use this now. I'm trying to use it up because it is pretty expensive, and then it's good because you can just replace it if I do decide to just keep on with it. But that is my night routine. I'm gonna go ahead and keep reading Love and Other Conspiracies. I'm making myself an English muffin sandwich. I just got done walking. I did 3 miles, so that's why I look gross, but I was so hungry. I did not eat a little snack before I went walking, so I was like, I'm gonna make myself breakfast before I take a shower. But I was listening to Love and Other Conspiracies while I was walking, and I got from 13 to 19. So we made a pretty good little dent in it for today. I'm gonna take a shower after I eat this, finish making this, take a shower, and then we're gonna keep reading because I have nothing to do all day. Here we are. It's been a few days. It's been honestly just very busy. I've hardly been at home. I've been out and about, but I want to go ahead and wrap up this video. This video was just so very chaotic. I do not know what I'm going to call it. I do have a plan for this other reading vlog that I want, and I want to call that what I was going to call this one. And this one just kind of like fell apart, as do I always start my reading vlogs very chaotically, and then it isn't until like we're in the groove of it that I'm like, okay, I have a video. But I apologize for that. I hardly recorded me reading Isn't It Romantic and Accomplice to the Villain, mostly because Isn't It Romantic I read like quickly. I hardly had time to record because I would be in the book and forget to record. And as for Accomplice to the Villain, that took me about like a week to read. And so I would read sporadically throughout the week. And then with Love and Other Conspiracies, I was able to like slow down and read that book in a timely manner. I think I read it like in 3 or 4 days. And so that's why you saw me read that book in the video. But I want to go ahead and give my thoughts on all 3 of the books that I read, starting with Isn't It Romantic by Alyssa K. Adams. So this book follows Vlad and his wife. If you don't know what this book is, it's the 4th book in the Bromance Book Club installment. So you see Vlad in the other books, in the previous 3 books, and you know him as the Russian. He's very much like the comedic relief character, like super funny. He has just like little funny quirks that he, you know, deals with. And we see a bit more of him in book 3, and we're setting up obviously book number 4, which is this one. And we find out that him and his wife are not in the best relationship, mostly because they are barely in a relationship. He and his wife had an arranged marriage in order to help his wife get out of Russia, which is where her and Vlad are from. And her name is Elena. Elena's father, who was a journalist back in Russia, mysteriously disappeared. And so because of that, she felt like she just needed to get out of Russia. 1, because it might be a little dangerous for her to be there, and 2, she just felt like Russia was a dead end. So she marries Vlad, who lives in America because he plays for an American hockey team, and they just kind of go their separate ways while they're there. She's in school, I think like in Chicago, and he is in Tennessee playing hockey for the Tennessee hockey team. But Vlad's dream is to be married with Elena for real, because they knew each other when they were kids, and so that's kind of what he wanted for himself. He helped his other friends in the Bromance Book Club find love, and so he feels like it's his turn to fall in love. So that's where this story takes place. You deal with Elena and all her problems and issues because of her father disappearing, her not knowing if she wants to be with Vlad, and Vlad just like being head over heels in love with Elena and wanting to start a life with her. But I absolutely loved this book. This one is my favorite in the series. I love a good arranged marriage of convenience trope. I think it's so fun whenever we are reading about our characters either like repressed feelings and reading about them coming out of that and being like, oh wait, I actually love my wife, or wait, I actually love my husband. I think it's just so fun. It's so dramatic. And this one, this one did what it needed to do. I like this one. It's my favorite one. If you love Marriage of Convenience, like black cat girlfriend, golden retriever boyfriend from a man who like yearns, this is the one for you. Next we have Accomplice of the Villain. Oh, sorry, To the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer. I hope I said that correctly. This one is the third installment to the Assistant to the Villain. I thought it was going to be a trilogy, you guys. I was sitting here like about this much in, and I was like, okay, how is Hannah Nicole, gonna do this? Because we still have so many things that we have to check off our to-do list, and we're nowhere near doing that. And then my friend texted me, we were reading this together, and she was like, girl, this is not a trilogy. There's a fourth one. A fourth book? You're joking, because this just series feels like it should be a trilogy, and it's not. I'm guessing it is a 4-book series. I hope it's a 4-book series, because I hope she does not drag this series out more than it already has been. But I will say, I need the 4th book yesterday, because the way that this thing ended, and also I just like, a lot of things happened in this one that I am a little scared that someone might hurt our people. So I just need to know, because I am a bit afraid. I don't want to say what this book is about, because again, it is the 3rd installment, but it is the part of this Assistant to the Villain. This one is about our main character. Her name is Evie. She needs a job, and so she's walking in the woods one day, down on her luck, and she finds this guy who is known to the kingdom as the villain, and she's like, oh my gosh, you're the villain. But she like is helping him kind of, in a way. They kind of like stumble upon each other, and he's like, hey, you need a job? And she's like, I do need a job. And he's like, be my assistant. And so now she's sweet little Evie, the assistant to the villain. It's really fun, very cozy, very unserious. Definitely recommend it. And then the last book that I read in this vlog is Love and Other Conspiracies by Mallory Marlowe, and it's very, again, if you love conspiracy theories, or even if you don't, because our main character Hallie, she does not believe in any conspiracy theory really, and so I feel like even if you don't believe in conspiracy theories, this might be something you would still want to check out, because you might see yourself in Hallie. But if you do believe in conspiracy theories, they talk about it a lot. It's their job. It's what makes them fall in love with each other, because they're together all the time, and they're going on the road trying to catch Bigfoot and all these other different cryptids. And this one was so fun, and I definitely recommend it. I don't know if it was because I was so into the story, but it felt very like fast paced. No, it felt very evenly paced, and I loved our characters, the conflict, the drama, the conspiracies. I absolutely loved it. I had a great time with Hallie and Hayden, and again, I feel like if you love conspiracy theories, you will definitely love this book. But if you don't, I still say to give it a little try. I loved Hayden because he's such a nerd. Like, it says that one of Hallie's favorite things is the way Hayden lights up when he talks about something that he loves, and I love when people literally, like, you can see them get excited about a topic and they truly just light up. And so I love that fact about Hayden. Hallie, she's going through her own thing. She has insecurities that her emotionally ex-boyfriend gave her. So like when she's doing the show with Hayden, she is very slowly overcoming those insecurities, because she slowly realizes that her ex-boyfriend was actually a jerk. So I definitely recommend Love and Other Theories. No. So I definitely recommend Love and Other Conspiracies. But that's it for today's very chaotic reading vlog. I hope you liked it, and I hope you hit subscribe and also like it. Okay, that was weird of me. Okay, and I hope I see you in the next one. Don't forget to follow me on my other socials at JadesBooks5, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.